Steven's DIY Auto Repair. Today we're back here with my 2017 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat. And we have a problem, guys. So if you look over here, that's our supercharger bolt sticking up. And I noticed this one's loose, as well as the one back here. So we need to take care of that today. So I'm assuming just vibrations has had the bolt work its way loose. So today we're gonna go ahead and tighten those back down and maybe put some Loctite on them. So let's get to it. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and tighten these back down, but obviously, as you can see, they're under this plastic, so we're gonna have to take this whole plastic piece off. So in order to do that, you're also gonna have to take your windshield wiper arms off. So let's get to it. So if you come over here and you lightly pull this cap off, it's going to expose the nut in order to take your windshield arm off. So we're going to have to take both of these off in order to take this plastic piece off. So, okay, so we got the cap off. It's going to take a 15 millimeter. And just crack it loose. Alright guys, so once you got it taken off, you're gonna come over here, bend this up, and it pops right off. So now, we'll do the other one and then bring you guys right back. Alright guys, so for this, you could use different trim tools. Just go under here and lightly pop it up. They're just push pins. You can take this other one, do the same thing, just lightly pop them up. So we're gonna go ahead and do the upper one here, and then we'll bring you guys right back once we get it all taken off. Or we might just, take this off as well as your power steering, or I'm sorry, not your power steering, your brake fluid reservoir little cap. Just make sure you take all those pieces off. So we'll go ahead and show you the process. So you're also gonna have one here on the side.
Don't worry, we didn't break it, guys. Let's see how this is getting already. So, let's continue. Let's take these off. Grab my other one here, guys. Give me a minute. This one over here in the corner. There we go.
Now that we have them all out, I think that was this one. And then it's just gonna pop out, guys. So as you can see back here, that's where it's gonna pop into. So you just gotta undo it. So I'm not gonna go ahead and take it out because we have a little bit better access here. Because it's getting stuck right here, and I don't want to tear that out if I don't have to. So you're gonna have this cross member here in your way, and let's see. All right, guys, so now we're gonna go ahead and take this plastic piece off this metal cross member here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the plastic pins. So we're gonna go ahead and pop these out, and what we're gonna try to do is just take this member out and just move this plastic out of the way so we can get to our fasteners there, because it looks like in order to get this whole plastic piece out, you're gonna literally have to take off your whole windshield motor and arms and brackets here, and I really don't want to have to do that just to get to these fasteners. So we're gonna try it like this. So let's go ahead and start popping these out. So we'll go ahead and keep these off to the side.
They're all the same, it doesn't matter if you mix them up, but
This trim tool is actually really coming in handy for this. All right. See, that drops out of the way, so what we might actually be able to get away with just taking this bracket off and getting to those fasteners like that. Okay, guys, so now we're gonna take this metal bracket off. You have 2 on this side and 2 on that side, and they're gonna be 13 millimeter. So there's 1. 2. So theoretically, yeah. So now let's do the other side. All right, guys, so your bolts back here, or your fasteners, are gonna take a Torx bit. It's gonna be TT30. So what you're gonna have to do is, all right, guys, so you're gonna have to lift it up, and you'll have enough space, just barely, to get it in there and get them tightened down. So there's no specified torque. I couldn't find it on the service information. But however, for the actual bolts here, it's 22 foot-pounds. And they have you do it in like 3 increments. I think the first one is 18 foot-pounds, then 20, and then 22. I'm not sure. I'll make sure to put that up somewhere up in there so you guys can see it. So what we're gonna do, let's go ahead and take these out, put some thread locker on them, and then get them tightened down. So just gonna take some blue thread locker just so that we don't have this issue again, hopefully. So you're just gonna take some on your fastener. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and do this one here, this one, and the one back there the same way. And we're probably going to go ahead and ensure that these are at 22 foot-pounds, as well as the one over there in the corner, just while we have this off. So I'll go ahead, and once I get all these done, I'll bring you guys right back. Okay guys, so now that we got all those Torx bit fasteners lubed up with some blue thread locker and got them tightened back down, now we're gonna go ahead and check our actual fasteners here. It's gonna be a 10 millimeter. We're gonna make sure they're torqued down to 22 foot-pounds. That way we don't have to come back and go do all this over again. So the torque sequence actually for these are, for the first round it's 4 foot-pounds, then 11 foot-pounds, and then 22 foot-pounds. And there's a specific pattern that it gives for that, but we didn't remove it, or we're not reinstalling it. We're just gonna check to make sure these are tight. So if you want, I'll go ahead and actually throw that up there for you guys so you guys can have it. But so we got it set to 22 foot-pounds. So we're just gonna come over here, hopefully. There we go. And actually those weren't even tight either, guys. Actually, I think what we're gonna do is probably not in this video, but I'm gonna go through and just make sure everything is tightened down, because that was actually pretty loose. So what I didn't mention to you guys on this side, to get a little bit more, see how much more room you can get, you want to be careful with your windshield motor over there. But if you take your computer bracket here off, it just sets on here, it's not bolted, you got more leverage, more room. So just an FYI. So you want to come over here. All right, guys. So we went ahead. This one wasn't even torqued to 22 foot-pounds. I'm gonna be honest with you, got a little scared there for a minute. It sounded like I snapped the bolt, but we're good. So I think what it's doing is just breaking the seal. Nah, that one's pretty good. That back one was bad. All right, guys. So there you have it. That's how you're, if you guys have this problem or know of anybody that had this problem as well, let me know. It's kind of weird. I just started seeing this one at first pop up a little bit, and it's not my daily driver anymore, so I wasn't too concerned. I kind of threaded it back in by hand because I don't really drive it as much as I do anymore. But once I noticed the other fastener starting to come up as well, that's when I shut it down and fixing the problem like I should have done in the very beginning. So let's go ahead and put all this back together. So we're going to start by coming over here. Let's see if I can find. All right, got stuck back here on this little plastic pin. So you just want to make sure everything is right before you start bolting stuff back down, because you don't want to have to retake it off. everything looks about right. Alright guys, so now that we got the frame back in place, we're going to go ahead and put the two fasteners in. There we go. So it's back on. Those weren't very tight to begin with. So now, just gonna put plastic pieces back on. They just snap right in place, guys. Nothing fancy. There we go. So now we got that down. Now we're gonna come back over here. Plastic piece. Try to make sure to get it back in those clips. Remember here? You got to get it right back in those clips. See, they just pop right in, guys. You guys can hear it. You'll feel it too when you get it. All right, guys, now that we got all those back in, now it's just a matter of putting all these pins back. The only bad thing sometimes with these plastic pieces like this, and doing this, is it never sets like it normally sets, if that makes any sense. And that's it, guys. We'll put our arms back on. So we're gonna take this just like that. Alright guys, so you're gonna come over here and get your 15. get it on there pretty snug. All right. Then you're gonna take your cap, just pop it right back on, just like that, guys. So then you're gonna get your other one, and this one, I found it's easier if you drop the hood just a little bit. Try not to break the window. Same thing, you just slip it on and then straighten this back out. Then we can open up the hood. And get your last fastener. And we'll put our two so here's your brake fluid, little plastic piece. Snap that back in. Come over here to your cabin air filter. There you go, guys. Voila. Not too bad, not too bad. So guys, that is how you basically remove that plastic piece technically. And if you need to do any work back there on your windshield wiper motor or replace it, that's pretty much how you get to it. And then obviously that's how we got to our fasteners on our Supercharger. So yeah, guys, if you guys had this problem or know of this problem, let me know. I haven't heard anybody. I mean, I don't really know a lot of people that have Hellcats, but I haven't really seen that come up. I know that the 15 and 16 models, I believe it was, the Supercharger bearings would go out, but I never heard of the fasteners coming loose like that. And I've had it since 2017. So, and it's never done that before. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go through and check and make sure everything else is tight and within spec. And then that's it, guys. All right, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you guys did, make sure to hit that like button. If you guys would like to be notified when I put out another video, make sure to hit that bell notification. And as always, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more informational video and DIY projects. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. So, and as always, guys, until next time, have a good one.